Lopez and a new show on NBC later this fall called St. Denis Medical. Hey, let's say hello to our driver, by the way. Put your hands together for Yegan. There he is. And once again, I'm Jermaine, your guide. We have a few safety rules before we get started. First off, if you need any guest
glamour and our own great white shark. As we celebrate our diamond anniversary today, we'll pay tribute to Universal's past and take you behind the scenes to discover why this studio tour is world famous. So whether this is your first visit or your 60th, get ready for
Peacock. Soundstage number 12, that is a soundstage that held a lot of cool sets throughout the years, including some of these on your screens. The original Dracula and Frankenstein. Scarface, the Welcome Center in Jurassic Park. We built those sets from the ground up, starting with an empty soundstage that looks like to absorb the sound, but yeah, hence the name soundstage. Oh, guys, take a look on your left. We have some of them open, so take a picture if you want. You'll notice some set construction, set decoration inside there. And you might notice a lot of plywood. We only see what the camera sees, so the camera will not see the plywood. They only see what's on the opposite end of those plywood-made sets. And we use those materials. Are easily to replace: plywood, fiberglass, plaster, and we have so many different companies that work with us here at Universal: Paramount, Warner Brothers, Disney. And to your left, this soundstage number 7. If you've seen the movie Psycho, that's where they filmed the famous shower scene in that film, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, using this soundtrack that I listen to every morning when I wake up. Here it is. You might recognize it. Not sure why I listen to that, but personal choice. By the way, on the left here we have what we call base camp. In there, the movie Jurassic Park. One particular scene where the kids were in the tree and the Vegisaurus sneezed, right inside there. The set of a rainforest. And on the right, sitcoms. Many sitcoms back in the day. The Jeffersons, Facts of Life. There was a show called Who's the Boss? Also, Good Girls, Christina Hendricks, Mae Whitman, and Retta. That was a show that came out a few years back. And we have a couple of minions coming up on the right from Illumination Entertainment. It is Ted, and he's got his own series. It's a prequel to the movies Ted, voiced by Seth MacFarlane, also executive produced and directed by him, as well as produced by our own Universal Content Productions. Was the #1 original streaming comedy in the US for more than 2 consecutive months. And right behind Ted, bungalows that were used as dressing rooms for many contract players from the 1920s and 1930s. Big stars too, like Doris Day, Jimmy Stewart, Rock Hudson is another, Tony Curtis. Now these offices used by many writers and directors and producers. In fact, this is where it all starts. Pre-production for a lot of scheduling done out here, script supervision and so forth. There is one company called, it's named after Mark Platt. He is the producer of the new Wicked film this coming out.
My name is Alfred Hitchcock. We all go a little mad sometimes.
On a show called Lopez vs. Lopez. Season 3 is coming out this October on NBC. And St. Denis Medical, right next door.
We're about to cross the imaginary boundary onto the back lot, where we have exterior sets for many outdoor scenes. Over the last
audio, Jennifer Hudson, Garrett Huff. And I was also seen in the LA semifinals for America Ninja Warrior, building the obstacle course on that same street. Just barely scratched the surface of what filmed out there. Many movies, Captain America, the first big studio tour 50 years ago. We worked with other film directors, including Academy Award winner Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw...
Avatar 2, The Way of Water. They won an Oscar for that too, for Best in Special Effects. Here's a behind-the-scenes look once again of King Kong 360 in 3D using our own studio tour Trea. It was featured and using 3D digital screens over 40 feet high, 180 feet wide.
With a project like the studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side. Working on it.
And coming up on the left, we have some more of our Metropolitan sets here. That is seen as downtown London and Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw with Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson. And on the right, this is our mural painting paying tribute to our monsters. This was done by one person named Tristan Eaton, a local artist in Los Angeles.
Incredible new season every Monday and Tuesday on NBC.
The afterlife? Come on. I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Yeah, you're in the good place. This was seen as the afterlife of the TV show starring Ted Danson and Kristen Bell. Welcome to Little Europe. This was also seen as Genovia in Disney's Princess Diaries 2 for an engagement with Anne Hathaway. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston. Disney was here also for Pirates of the Caribbean. Curse of the Black Girl, Johnny Depp. Right side is the Court of Miracles. In that same location, right there in the courtyard, that's where it was. You're giving us clearance to see what they're working on so far. This is pretty cool. Welcome to the BART system in San Francisco. Lights, camera, wardrobe, makeup, everything you need for a movie. Sometimes we have 20 to 30 people behind the cameras just for 1 or 2 actors on screen. A lot of work, a lot of preparation. As I was saying, I'm sorry, did you feel that? Whoa! Amity Island. Now it is under refurbishment today. They do this a couple times during the year. It's been one of our oldest attractions on the studio lot here in the Backlot of the studio tour since 1976, a year after Jaws released in theaters in 1975. So yeah, you get to see a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look of the... Steven Spielberg was the director of Jaws. That was his second feature film in his career. That same set around this area was seen as Cabot Cove, Maine for 12 very successful seasons of the show Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury as Jessica Fletcher. another classic attraction in the Backlot. Here to tell you about it is today's show co-host.
On the studio tour way back in 1960. The Backlot with a 100% chance of rain. The flash flood.
If you're wondering how rain is created in movies, it's done using sprinklers. Positioned way above the camera, and we let the water just fall down naturally. Very simple. You can turn these on and off anytime. A lot more control as opposed to filming with a nature rainstorm. You have to wait for that to start and stop. Strobe lights and speakers, we have thunder and lightning effects. Alright everyone, here it is. Flash flood! Thousands of gallons of recycled water released from tanks at the top of that hill. A lot of people ask where they get that water from. It's actually a collection of all my tears after I watched that film. By the way, coming through here on your left and right, this is old Mexico. This is seen in movies like Nacho Libre with Jack Black. Yeah, the Three Amigos with Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. They were also here. And Janet Jackson back in the 1990s for a music video called Escapades. And crossing the border from old Mexico, we are now taking you to the Old West. One of our oldest sets here on the studio lot. We call it 6 Points. We used to have 6 different streets, just like this one. In the early 1900s, allowing us to film 6 different westerns at the same time. The silent films. Some western stars you might be familiar with, like Kirk Douglas, Robert Redford, John Wayne, Clint Eastwood. There's a movie called The Call of the Wild. Harrison Ford was here using these western sets a few years back, and in 2019, Quentin Tarantino was here for his 9th movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Starting, we had our studio tour trams working around the production, so we got to see some of their setup and how they decorated the sets. We even had, sometimes we'll add dirt to the road here to make this look like a more...
I was first opened in June of 1975, and that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited in.
Fury Lane from the show The Desperate Housewives that filmed here for 8 seasons on ABC and other network, yeah. And further up, the line of states. Replicas from the originals for the Back to the Future 30th anniversary. Producer of the film, Steven Spielberg.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom. And when everybody left to get back on the bus,
Behind it is a few vehicles that you might have seen in some movies here, like the Flintstones. Those are cars made out of fiberglass, by the way. We have one of our biggest franchises, Fast and the Furious. Dominic Toretto driving the muscle car there, and Bumblebee. Yeah, the Transformer parked right next to Barricade, a Decepticon. And right across the way, on the right side, welcome to the Bates Motel, black and white. We thought the murder scene might be too much for audiences during the 60s. We also have the Norman Bates. Say hello. Hello, Norman. Good to see you today. I hope everything... Okay, we're going to leave. Oh, boy. Everyone, you're on your own. Car 4, you're on your own. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most colossal sets on the Backlot here at Universal. We have the set for the movie War of the Worlds. This is directed by Spielberg, stars Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning. This is not fake. This is a real airplane. This is all set decoration. The airplane never crashed either. It was cut up into 4 pieces. Actually, there's a Mojave Desert a couple of 100 miles away from here. We had to bring it in on flatbed trucks and remove the ceiling so they could fit through the overpasses on the freeway. And here's the scene from...
Work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the Winking Lab. Have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? What? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso Experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, gold rush frontier town, lies a sinister secret. Right back in the center of a UFO hotspot. Welcome to the world of no.
This is a secure line. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
We're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone can give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, now let's to the next bay.
Shirt, man. I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got you. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Hobbs, escort this novice out. Let's go, Cookie Puss.
That ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there's really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry.